Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Working Out Game video. Today's video is dedicated to skip on Illusion Corridor. We are going to skip everything. First time here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, find me on Twitch, find me on Twitter, 7,500 so we're doing that giveaway. Let's go right here into Trials, go into Arcana, and jump right into it. Now, a couple things to know. I am using two particular units for my team. Note that you don't have to use a Soul Reaper leader. I feel like the Nightmare Hunter leader is just as good, or the Paladin leader. It kind of doesn't matter. I'm just using what are pretty much appropriate to my units. I've pretty much seen this done with Saya and Nina as an alternative, Saya, Nina, and Victoria to be more accurate. But the point is this is going to pretty much provide a template to you. It's not a full-on guide because I know not everyone can use Vivian and Kasumi, which are pretty much the premier units that I'm going to be using, and not everyone has them at 6-star. Note that pretty much, a lot of people can skip stages 1 and 2 because pretty much you're above the current CP requirements. What we're going to do here is after we push around stage 4 plus, my current CP will be much lower. Now, the key to this is obviously it's RNG, right? But the next key is your characters must be able to damage the leader, try to have at least 2 or 3 units, and have more HP than the enemy leader. So what happens here is pretty much, I believe there's some sort of calculation done, and where the game is currently set, if your characters are more powerful than the enemy team, then you shall be good. Obviously though, it's RNG because nothing is guaranteed, but that's how, running the skip feature works. And I really want people to start just doing it, because I have been pretty much not been doing this. I know some of y'all probably already figured it out, but once I figured this out, Illusion Corridor has been an absolute breeze because I just jump in there, I set Kasumi, and I do Vivian, Kasumi, and I'm done. That's it. I don't even let Kasumi attack sometimes, and I skip, right? It's really easy, very straightforward. I am not even paying attention really to the buffs that I choose, and I'm only selecting the units so I get the maximum amount of shards. Most of my units, they are pretty much Sork based, so I select the most amount of units that have Sorks and stuff. I am fusing as you go. Some people like to fuse on stage 7. For me in particular, I want to fuse so that my Kasumi has more power, and same with my Vivian. Honestly, it doesn't really make a difference, but this is how you can skip. Pretty much deal damage, have more units on your side, don't make sure that your leader never gets damage, and you're pretty much good, and you'll probably, pass the RNG check in order to get to the next stage. I'm pretty sure y'all in the comments are, way smarter on what the actual semantics are, but it's really easy once you sort of figure this out. Just don't let the enemy team slam more than 1 unit, slam 3 units at once, because things get a little wonky. You can see right here, my Kasumi isn't full powered, my Vivian isn't full powered. These units are, while they are at 6-star, I have seen people where they drop Saya, Saya does her, 1 attack to the leader, immense amount of damage, and then they drop Nina, and they do the column attack the way Kasumi does, and then pretty much everything's really good to go, right? Right here you can see I get my Kasumi to 100%. I want to get her to 100% so that, pretty much I have a higher chance of passing that RNG counter, and same thing with Vivian. Now, a lot of you might be like, it doesn't really matter. For me, I wanted to make sure that my success rate was 100% in some ways, or I could get the most RNG out of this. So you can see right here, Victoria is a little bit thicker. She has a shield, so I'm worried because my leader technically doesn't have more HP. Obviously, Kasumi makes it much easier because she can steal that shield, and I waited until pretty much Kasumi stole that shield and dealt more damage. For me, the key is dealing pretty much enough damage to penetrate shields in order to get that leader really weak, right? So I believe on this one I should fail, and there's a couple reasons why I fail. Look here, I didn't deal enough damage, and then when I hit skip, Rotanya dealt damage to me, and I thought I had enough, but for the most part, the RNG, well, it let me through. There was, alright, so it's the other one. For me, it's really weird because obviously, my characters are much powerful. Here, I also do something some of you would kind of gasp at, is because I actually combine a lot of my units. And, technically, you can combine all your units here. I highly advise it. Try to get the most amount of shards. I really didn't care about maximum efficiency to defeat the boss because I'm going to skip this boss as well. And of course that sort of bites me in the butt because, you know, technically you need more units and, you know, you actually need to try on the last boss. But to be honest with you, like Illusion Corridor, it's been one of those things where I'm just like, dude, I just want to get over with. Like, I just want to get this done as soon as possible. So I'm combining all the units that I know that I personally need shards for. I'm sure, like, you know, people like Nicola, people like Kasumi, you know, Hachishiki, as broken as she is, all of the units that are the most used units, like Yuffie, they're going to get an awakening because they know people want to use those characters, right? Of course, we've gotten people like, you know, Hersey and Hotaru, who are technically like off-brand-ish, but, you know, characters like Phoebe, Miyuki, and Maki, they're pretty well known, they're pretty normally used. And I also highly recommend getting shards for Nina whenever you can. She's pretty much the best free-to-play unit in the game. Like, if you don't have her built, you should really build her because she's pretty much like one of the best column units in the entire game, and you can use her for pretty much a lifetime, right? So we jump right in here, we're facing Rotanya, we drop Vivian, I deal like no damage, I drop Kasumi right in here, and then we deal the, you know, the column attack. And note that I failed, and, you know, I didn't deal enough damage. You know, this is the last boss, I am like 10,000 under CP, so I put more units in thinking like this changes out everything. Honestly, I think this is the difference where I just deal better damage for the most part. So I do 1023, Frentiva does her thing, I do the little attacks, and there. Like this one, I guess Frentiva was dead before she could summon, and I win. I'm not sure how the semantics work, but, you know, that is essentially how it flows, right? Now, a couple of things with Illusion Corridor. Know that you can be more efficient with it, as in like you can place better units and whatnot. But for me in particular, I think speed is the name of the game. Don't let anyone else place on the other units. So this is what makes Vivian, in my opinion, a little bit better tier, just because she is really good in places like Arcana, that she has a lot of utility, and it makes it easier to, you know, slam units really fast in Arcana, right? That's just for me, that's a personal opinion. I know some people can do it with pretty much Saya and Nina. Let's go ahead and do Arena, and just so you guys know, I was able to stay within King rank. I was super happy, you know, able to get rank number 5. I know, like, it's not like a big deal because some of y'all have been, you know, been there, done that. But it's just one of those things that it was like nice to be like, oh, yay, you know, I finally did a thing. These opponents are like really difficult, so I have no idea if I can actually beat, like, you know, the 420, 430 people. They're like 100k above me. Alright, I managed to beat that one. I was losing to these two like pretty bad, and I think the only way to pretty much beat them is if I manual them. But honestly, I don't really care at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and just challenge them for the funsies. You know, why not? Honestly, I thought Illusion Corridor was a bit annoying, but once I figured out like the skip trick, I was like, oh, well, now that I know how to skip this, I don't care even if I lose, because I'm gonna get the most amount of shards for the units that I want. And, you know, worst case comes to worst, I try on, like, you know, the very tail ends of when this pretty much rolls out. Drop Nicola here, and then we'll drop Hachishiki. Should be pretty good. We just want to wait for more units, because I don't like dropping, like, you know, heavy attack units, because, you know, usually they drop a Hachishiki. It's almost like everyone knows, like, Hachishiki is the one. You know what I mean? Selena's a really good opener, because she pretty much stalls out most comps. Everyone does the invincibility iframe. Like, if you don't do it, I understand, but you should really do it. Alright, you go around here. Obviously, it's an AI though, so you can't really control what it does. So we're going to drop Chio, and then we're going to drop Yuffie afterwards, and then we'll drop Kasumi, and drop Amon, and go about our day, because, you know, that's pretty much it. Alright, they did an invincibility. I don't like that. That's kind of annoying. So let's go ahead and drop Amon, so maybe she can do something. Who are you gonna summon Amon? Anyone cool? Yeah, Miyuki, perfect. Miyuki just needs one attack off, and then there we go. And then we're gonna do Kasumi. We should be done here. Should be done here. Do a little bit of team damage, and then no. Oh, Kasumi, why didn't you crit? Why didn't you crit? All right, we're gonna go ahead and drop Nina then, and this should be good. Nina, finish it off. Show him that big deeps. No big deeps. Alright, I see how it is. We're going down to the wire. We might lose here. No, get away from me. Get away. Alright, kill. Nice. Team damage. No. Oh, no, we're fine. Okay, we're panicking for no reason. We're okay. Nope, we're dead. We're 100% dead. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I already reached king rank, alright? I already did what I needed to do. I already proved what I had to as far as like reaching king rank in arena. I'll beat these on another date. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, the illusion corridor stuff, you know, pretty much skipping. There's almost like, you can skip everything now in the game, practically, outside of like Miracle and all the other stuff. So I consider this like a win in the books. Let me know if this is stuff for you guys over at Illusion Corridor and Arcana. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 7,500 subs, we'll be doing that giveaway. And I will see you in the next one.